the time has come. We are allegedly going live. Hopefully hopefully my microphone is still working.
Well, let's see.
Gotta love the good old technical difficulties. You know, who needs that? All right.
It sounds like the microphone is working.
Good. Beautiful.
All
The subscriber count on the screen is still like 50 subscribers behind, but that's okay. Oh, there's Hayden. There's Gen Z. Hey guys. Here we are.
So, you should probably share your screen so that I can, point at stuff, because I will have to do that a lot, I think.
Yeah, alright. So what you're going to want to do is, I guess, send me the links to each sequential document that we're going to look over.
I shall. But maybe share your screen first.
Yeah. Alright, we're screen sharing, and we're going to screen share on the screen with nothing on it right now.
Because I can't exactly point at a word or something, or point out something if I'm like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yep, Gen Z is allegedly here. Nice.
Here is the, what I'm just gonna post the link in chat.
Beautiful.
There you go.
All right, so let's give like a little.
I suppose I could do that. Or do you want to do that?
Well, hang on a second. I'm trying to figure out the commands that I have on here real quick. There we go. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to another nguhstream. Here I am. There might be a little background noise right now. If that's annoying, let me know. It seems okay from my end, though. Today, we have a very special live stream event happening. We are here with Eternal, and we're going to be going over some lovely manuscripts and texts from long ago, likely the 1400s for the most part. Would you like to explain, Eternal?
I'm gonna try to keep this short. So basically, we're gonna be looking at some 15th century manuscripts today, which means that it's Middle English, late Middle English, but still. The challenge is gonna be reading the manuscripts, because the handwriting is quite different. The language is actually not that bad. There are some words in there that you're probably not gonna know, and I'll explain them when we get to them, but we'll see.
All right. So I'm gonna click on
Yes, I'm pretty sure the type of handwriting is called Chancery Hand. I'm not perfectly certain, but as far as I know, the other alternatives came after that. Like, there's also Secretary Hand, but that was a bit later, and it also looks a bit different. So.
Okay, so can you see?
Yes, like I can see that.
You can see.
Well, now I can only see Discord, but yes.
Oh, hang on a second. Also, it looks like I got a few people asking questions real quick. Alex says my parents are fighting with/over a cucumber. Oh god.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah, then just focus on my sweet, soothing voice, and everything will be okay. How did the moving go from Daniel Soto? It went quite well. It was a stressful experience for a while, but it was overall good. Here I am. I don't have the background stuff up on the wall yet, but that is coming into creation as we speak. Yes, indeed. So, Chancery Hand. Oh god.
No,
Hopefully I didn't actually... Yeah, I wrote Chancery. Good. Alright, I think I need to switch the monitor that I share the screen with. Hang on a second.
You might have to do that.
There we go. There you go.
It's loading. Hold on. Discord is a bit slow at times. Do I have to click on watch stream? I might have to. Yes,
yeah,
I do. Of course. God. Here we go. So this is the manuscript view from the British Library, it seems. And you see on the, or at least close to the top right, where it says F.ia-R,
Where? Oh yeah, yeah.
Go on that and go to f.23r. That's the
F
one
dot 23. How? Come on,
you
stay
have
up.
to hover over it and scroll down. Don't click.
Wow. Okay. So F dot 20
No,
dot
no.
R.
F20, no, 23.
23. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got. Oh boy.
You can zoom in quite a lot, by the way.
Oh my.
Further. You can zoom in pretty far.
Oh no.
So, by the way, the R, if you hover over that again,
Yeah.
over the like group selection where you see it has R and V.
Yeah.
In case you know what that means.
No.
Okay, R and V are like Latin terms. They stand for recto and verso, meaning the front side and the back side.
Ah. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's writing on the front and on the back. The to and so on, the address that's on the other side. We're going to be looking at that afterwards.
All right.
And that's the context for these letters. These are the so-called Paston letters, written between members of the Paston family in England between, well, no, I don't know when exactly, but it was in the late 1400s. Like, this is like from 1470 something, I think. And
Interesting.
this letter in particular is a very famous one. You'll see why very soon. And it's a letter from a young woman to her future husband.
Oh boy. All right.
So, let's start.
Oh god.
Maybe we just go word by word.
Yeah. So let's start up at the
Can
top
you
here.
Make out the first word.
Okay. So if I look at the whole thing without trying to analyze it, I would say that it says light, like Lyght, but I don't think that's an L.
Correct. So the YGHT is correct.
Nice.
Note in particular the H has this shape where it has like a loop and then it goes down on the line.
Oh
so like
no.
a descendant.
So that's an
Note that.
H? Okay.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about the
Okay.
IGHT,
Okay,
the fourth
good.
letter, the H.
Yeah.
The first letter is one that you're only going to see here. It's a capital R. So this says right.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So right. And now what
Now we already have a complicated one.
Oh boy. So
God.
oh,
Scott. Okay.
oh
Hold
no.
on. Scott is disconnecting me.
Oh, Discord's being cursed for you.
Yeah, hold
Got it.
on. It's Jesus Christ. It's not letting me watch your screen.
Oh god.
Okay.
Here, while you're figuring that out, I'll answer some questions that are happening in here.
All right.
So looks like we have Jesus. Hey Jesus, how's it going? What are we doing here?
Right. I'm gonna leave the call and I'll be back because the Discord is being annoying.
Okay, have fun. God. Alright, so Jesus, right now we are we're
Alright,
going over
it's
Chancery
back now.
Hand.
Okay, good.
Hey, welcome
Good.
back.
So for this one, there's 3 or 4 things actually with this second word that we have to discuss.
Oh great.
First is the first letter. Any guesses to what that might be?
Z. That's my first guess.
All right, that's an interesting one. Are you familiar with the insular script?
Is it? Not really. I know of the insular Z.
Okay, this is an insular R.
Oh,
so this
no.
Is an R. That's what the R typically looks like. There's also another variant of the R that we'll get to. So this is an R.
That's an R. Okay.
That's an R. If you want to, you can look up the insular script real quick, and then you'll see the resemblance.
Jeez. All right. Let's check out some images of the insular script.
Yeah. For instance,
Wait, yep, there we go.
Second line, yeah, there
Yep,
we go. You
right
see,
there.
See, that's what it is.
Yep.
So that's an R.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So.
And then the second letter is the most confusing one if you don't know what it is.
Oh no. So obviously it looks like an O. Is it perhaps like meant to be an O with a slash through it, like meant to be more of an E kind of sound?
It's not an O.
Oh
And
god.
that's the confusing part.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is the one letter that makes these manuscripts very hard to read. If you know what this is, it's gonna be much easier because fun fact, this is a very common letter in English. Hint.
Is it E?
It is an E. Yes, that is the E. The E is closed like that. So whenever you see
Oh no.
something that looks like an O but has a line going through it, it's an E.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm. The
So
next letter, okay, yeah.
so I'm guessing the next letter's an N.
In this case, it's not an N, but it
What?
could be.
Oh god.
This is a U.
So
This
this.
is a U.
Okay.
But in this
Okay.
case, it's really a V because recall U and V back then were the same
Yep,
letter.
they're the same thing. Yep.
Mhm. And now I'll have to introduce it to an abbreviation because if you don't know that, you'll have no idea what is going on here. You see the little swash that goes up from the U and to the left?
Yeah. Yeah.
That stands for uh, ER. That's an abbreviation.
Seriously?
Yes, you'll see that a lot. That's ER.
Weird. So
Now you can make out the rest of the word.
so reverent.
Reverend, so right, reverend are the first
Wow.
two words, correct?
So right reverent, and I'm guessing is the next word.
And, yeah.
Okay, right reverent and. Woo. Okay. W.
W, yes.
All right. U.
It's a U this time, yes.
Okay. Okay.
This next letter is the other variant of the R I was talking about. This is the so-called R rotunda. You can look that up as well if you want.
R rotunda. Let's see.
That's the first
Ah,
one
there
as
we
well.
go.
Yeah. This is
Interesting.
was used mostly after round letters because you see it kind of has this open it curves to the right. You could imagine this fitting in nicely next to an O maybe. So
Interesting. So it's
that
just
was
another
often
option for an
it's
R.
just another variant of the R that's used sometimes word finally, and in this case it's used after a U for no apparent reason. I'm not actually sure why it's used there instead of the other one. But
In-
you'll see this sometimes. So
Interestingly, it kind of reminds me of like the IPA's like eroticized diacritic.
a bit maybe, yeah, a bit maybe.
Maybe it was inspired a bit by that. Huh.
So yeah, keep in mind that some letters can have multiple forms.
So we have
The I.
were, and then sh.
That is a long S, yes.
Okay. So worship. Worship? Is this supposed to be a P?
Worsh. That is SCH.
What? Worsh. Oh, so is this the P? Like, is it YP?
That is a P, yes.
So
YP.
is this supposed to say worshipful?
Worshipful, exactly.
Interesting.
Worshipful. Note that the double L confusingly has a line going through it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you'll see that sometimes two L's have a line going through them.
That
For
is.
some reason. So far we have right, reverend, and worshipful, which is, by the way, a very common way to address someone in a letter. Like you have reverend, worshipful, and so on. That's like, you'll see that in every other letter.
Yeah, right, reverent, and worshipful. Find.
No, an F looks different than this.
Oh god.
And the I wouldn't be connected to the I like that. That is, it's difficult to make out. That's a variant of the A that appears only word initially, from what I can tell.
Oh no.
I've only ever seen a word initially, so this word is what?
And again?
And, yeah, if you compare it to the first and, you'll see that one nice little feature of these letters, if you can call it that, is that the same letter can be spelled multiple ways, or at least written multiple ways.
Great.
Yes, so
Oh
we
my
have so
god.
far seen two variants of the R and two variants of the A.
Is there any
And also-
like any context to why it happens that way? Is it because like maybe this is one noun phrase and after this it's going to be
Maybe.
another noun
I think
phrase?
analyzing that is a non-trivial question, so I'm no
Okay.
expert when it comes to like medieval textual linguistics or something like that, but sometimes it just comes down to they just wrote the way they felt.
Interesting. All right, so right reverent and worshipful and
Also, I can see Connor is in chat. He's gonna have some fun.
I'm sure.
There's something interesting coming up for Connor.
oh boy. Oh Connor, you better Yeah, this is very cursed so far, but it's nice. I like it. So I'm guessing this is
So
my and then right again.
yes, someone's
Okay.
saying in chat the A is so confusing. It really
It
is.
is.
I think I would have said that it was a capital A if it wasn't in like the middle of a sentence. Like this looks more like a capital A to me, but it's in the middle of like a noun phrase. We have right, reverent, and worshipful, and my right. So it doesn't make sense for it to be a capital there, honestly.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
again, writing was not standardized back then,
This is
as you can
wild.
tell.
Obviously.
You'll see the same word spelled multiple different ways in this letter. You'll see.
Right reverend and worshipful and my right. Okay. M, or is
This
this
is not an M.
W?
This is the W, yes.
Okay. Um, is this supposed to be an E or is this an O now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
E.
that's
So
an E.
so
O does not have that stroke going through
okay,
it.
okay, good. Okay, my we L
L.
we welle is that another E?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
welle B
Yes, that's a B.
beloved.
Well beloved.
Okay,
Exactly.
so well beloved. I guess they consider that one word back then. Interesting.
Yes. Yes.
So well beloved. So my
Mhm.
so right reverent and worshipful, and my right well beloved.
And now this is the word why this letter is so famous. This is
Ooh.
why this is so
Oh no. Wait.
This is hard to make out.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. No, it can't be. Is that another R?
No, that's not an R.
Okay,
That is not
thank
an R.
God. Oh God.
This is a fun letter.
Is this a weird version of like a V/U?
That is a V, yes. That
There
is
we
also,
go.
No, I can't even say what initially. I think it's also somewhat usable generally. We do find that what initially a lot of times. Like this V with this really long stroke. That's a V, yes.
Interesting.
Also, someone in chat is saying they're terrible at this. I think everyone is at the beginning. I couldn't be
Yeah.
either before I got some practice.
That's the whole fun of this experience right here.
Yep.
I've only cursorily looked over this when he sent me links before.
Also,
Like
by the way, this is a fairly well written and legible letter. There's worse handwriting than this.
Oh God. Oh God.
So we have a V.
Whew. So this might be an actual O.
This is an O, yes.
Okay,
This is an
cool.
O. Note how it has no like stroke going through them.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's just-
vo L
L.
vom M.
No, that's not an N. An
Great.
N has like 3 of these little minims, as they're called, like the downward
Yeah,
strokes. These
yeah.
are 4 downward strokes, so it's not an N.
Oh God. So is this like a contraction for multiple letters?
No. No.
What could that?
Okay, what letter has 2 downward strokes that are connected by 1 stroke? Or what letter is hint?
Oh God. Well, W.
Yes, but
M.
it's not W. N, yes, it could be an N or what looks like an N. We already had that
Upsilon.
We had that in the previous word even, where you identified it correctly.
In the previous
It's not
word,
an N.
is it V's again? Like 2 V's?
One of them is a V, one of them is a U. So one of them is a
Oh
U.
my
No, sorry,
God.
one of them is a U, one of them is an N. One of them is an N, one of them is a U.
So volume,
Volun and, yes.
volume T.
T-Y, yes.
Yeah, volume T. Is this? Oh God. Is this supposed to be a U or is this a cursed R?
This is an N again.
What? Okay. Volantunda D?
Is that, what is the letter?
This one?
Yeah.
D?
look at the previous word that ends in a D. Does that look like a D? Like you can, if you don't know, you have to compare how that scribe writes a D. The D has this little swash going to the bottom right at the end of the previous letter.
Is it
Previous word?
is this
You
just
see
a
one?
word final E?
That's just the word final E. Yes.
Valentine?
Yeah. What does that mean?
I have no idea. Like someone who volunteers, Valentine?
No, it's a proper noun. It's a name of someone.
Like Valentine?
Yeah, Valentine. This is a Valentine's Day letter.
Oh
The
god.
earliest known example of a Valentine's Day letter.
Wow.
Or at least the earliest known example of, as far as I know, of someone using the word Valentine in reference to romance. Because Valentine's Day goes back to Saint Valentine, who I think lived in like the 4th century, so that was a holiday for a long time. But I think only in like the 30th or 14th century did Valentine come to be used the way we use it now, as in like Valentine's Day and romance and everything like that. Association didn't exist before.
So
This is the oldest attested letter or text that uses this word this way.
So, like, at this point, the Great Vowel Shift, like, has barely started, right? Like,
This is like, I think Great Vowel Shift started in like mid 15th century.
yeah, exactly. So,
So-
did they actually pronounce it Volentine or something? Volentine?
Could better will be the case because
That's
you also
fascinating.
see A alternating with O's sometimes, and it might also be down to a dialect.
Huh. Fascinating.
Because, for instance, in a good example of dialectal differences are that in northern dialects you'll see WH spelled as Q. So Quan is Quan in the north. Quan, like Quan.
That I like that a lot more actually. Because
That's not in these letters, but it's spelled that way sometimes.
Yeah.
And all the words that start with WH are systematically spelled with a Q.
I actually like that because it gives like a purpose to the letter Q in the English language. If Q just straight up meant hua,
Yeah.
you know, like and it also makes it look a lot more similar to like, you know, to Latin and stuff like cuando, things like that.
And one more thing, maybe, I don't think this is relevant for this letter in particular, but something to be aware of when you're reading old text is that if you look at, hold on, is there a good example of this? If we just look it up, will you find that? Hold on, let me find like the image that explains that. Like it just is a little like not exactly relevant in this case, but hold on. There we go. There we go. I'm going to post that here. And there you go.
Let's see. Oh no, what is this? Oh no.
These are, yeah.
What is this?
These are what we call, these are like just mostly M's, U's, and N's. So this is a Latin phrase which reads mimi numinum nivium minimi munium nimium vini
Oh god.
miniminum iminui vivi minimum volunt. So this is a lot of M's, I's, U's, and N's in quick succession, and you notice it's not particularly legible. That's
No.
because all of these letters are made out of short little downward strokes. They're called minims.
Oh god. That's
And
just
because of that, because this is not particularly readable, what people started doing is whenever there was a U next to like a letter that contains a minim, like an N or an M, they would spell it as an O instead to make it more legible. That's why London is spelled with an O. Originally it was spelled L-U-N-D-E-N.
Yup, I
London
heard of
with a
that
U.
one.
There's
Oh
a lot of
god.
other words that, because of that, there's a lot of other words that have an O, which is actually pronounced like a U, or like, you know, the struct vowel.
Oh god.
Because these words originally had a U, but it was spelt like an O to make it more legible, because this is just illegible.
Like if I skim my eyes through really quickly, I can kind of almost read it. But when I
So-
look at it like straight on at a single word, it just
Yeah.
turns into nothing but
And
minims to me.
it's not just you, even the people who are writing like this back in the day thought that this was hard to read. That's why they started doing that. So because of that, you'll find differences in spelling that are not even due to how the word is pronounced, but just to make it legible. like something like that. This is so yeah. That I mentioning this because you asked why is it spelled Valentine with an O. I'm not sure why, but it might also come down to something like this maybe.
Maybe.
So spelling it doesn't always mean something.
Dear God.
There's misspellings as well. Like I've seen a misspelling where a scribe wrote is instead of it.
Oh my
That
God.
happens sometimes. Like people make mistakes even back then.
Disturbing. Average lurker says Russian cursive. Finally, a worthy opponent.
Yeah.
Our battle will be legendary.
Really, yeah. Okay, I think we can go back to the text now.
All right. Let's do this. Okay, so
Wait,
so again,
far we have
recap right here. So
Recap.
so right reverend and worshipful and my right well beloved Valentine.
Yeah, so that's the address. Again, this is from a young woman to her future husband.
Yes. Now is this supposed
This?
to be a word all its own, or is this a comma?
Yes. No, that's not a comma. There are no commas in these texts.
Okay,
And
great.
little punctuation, actually. You'll see in the line below that there is a full stop, but I don't think that's an actual punctuation mark, at least not really, because it doesn't really make sense for one to be there. So if you see dots, just mostly ignore them. They're mostly used to delimit numbers, honestly.
Great.
Oh yeah, we'll see some numbers. That's gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
I think it's in the other letter.
So is this I?
This is I, yes. Also note I and J were the same letter, so
That's true. That's
and
true.
that is
Yep.
I.
Okay, we're in the pre-J era. I like it. So I, and then R.
Yes.
Okay, re.
Yes.
Oh, is this an ER kind of tail floating over here?
No, this is something much rarer, and that is basically, you remember the minims.
Yeah.
Well, sequences of M's and N's were also hard to read, so what people used to do instead is if they had like two N's or two M's, they would write a macron above the preceding letter to indicate this letter is followed by an M or M.
Oh.
So,
Oh God.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I is
Read the rest of the word first, and then we'll get back to this.
Okay. So this right here, is this one single letter or is this two letters? Is this like a C-O?
Yeah. C-O, correct. That's
Okay.
C-O. C especially can be very hard to read sometimes because it's really a really tiny thing that's often very close to other letters.
Recommend?
That's definitely one of the more letters.
Is it recommend?
Recommend, yes. Again, this O, you see, recommend is spelled with a double M even back then, so that is this little like bow. That's supposed to be a macron above the O, indicating that it's O-M-M.
Interesting. I wonder why they thought that was important back then. Like,
maybe they just, I mean, that word, maybe they just went, well, that word is spelled with a double M, so we're going to spell with a double N, but I don't actually want to write two M's because minims, so I just write it like this, and you'll see that, and I think in these letters there's another example of this, but it's rarely used, actually, like this because it doesn't come up a lot, because two M's or two N's just not that common.
interesting.
I haven't seen this much. So usually when you see a swash like that, it is usually ER.
Oh
It
God.
isn't.
Great. So I recommend,
Yes.
and then is that just an E sitting there?
That well, recommend. No, sorry. Recommend ends with an E, obviously. So,
Okay.
Yeah, recommend with an E at the end. Yes. So keep in mind, we have more E's at the ends of words that we don't
That's
have
true.
anymore.
That's true. I recommend.
And again, words are going to be spelled a bit differently sometimes from what you might think.
Yep.
But if you need to sound them out to know what to at least try and figure out what they mean.
Yeah. So, I guess this says we.
No.
No.
But close.
Oh God. Me.
Me. Yes.
I recommend me. Oh God. And then this is the V again, right?
Yeah. Kev, V and U are the same letter. Let me just remind you of that.
That's true. VU.
Okay, this is not VU. That's not what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is that that first letter need not be a V. It could also be a U.
Oh. Unto?
Unto, yes.
There we
In
go.
this case, see that swash that goes to the left?
Yeah.
That usually means ER, but also if the word ends with an N, they just add that for like fun. It doesn't mean anything often if the word ends in an N, the N just has that as it's like part of the end.
Great.
So yeah, this is unto, and then the next word.
Yeah, so I recommend me unto you your
Now, an R has goes downwards, never upwards.
crap.
Like go letter by letter.
Y-O
Y-O.
U or V.
Neither, but you're close.
Oh god.
See, a U consists of has two vertical strokes, or at least two like vertical. Maybe it's just one stroke, but connector. And a V also has two vertical strokes. What letter has three vertical strokes and is similar to a V?
3 strokes similar to a V. And it's not R this time.
No.
Oh god. Is it just a weird N?
No, it's not an N because it has like this little thing going up at the end, and also an N never has the like long stroke that goes up.
That's
or at least
true.
comes from the top.
This is true. Oh god. And it curves over, but I'm guessing it's not an ER signifier.
No, the ER would be always at the end of the letter curving back.
Yeah. Dang. It can't be like an H.
It is not a H, no, because you know a H is a bit different. You've seen that.
Yeah.
This letter you've already seen, just a variant of it.
Oh god. Jeez. It can't be like. No, it can't be like
What?
It's not like a weird D, is it?
It's not a D, no.
Jeez. What is it? I might give up on this one.
It's another W.
That's a W?
That's also a W. Yeah, there's a third variant of the W as well, you'll see later.
Oh my god.
So yeah, if you go back a few words where we had worshipful, note how the W in worshipful does not have that stroke going up.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, two variants of the same letter.
Of course. No special context or anything. Just
no context.
it's just a W that this lady decided to be a little edgy when she was
I don't
writing
think it was her writing it. I think it was the scribe, because back then a lot of people couldn't really write, so it was mostly the scribes doing the writing. But yes.
So what does Yoa mean, or yo?
It's a pronoun.
Just is she just writing you?
Yes, you.
Oh my god.
Using of you. So this phrase is "I recommend me unto you," which is probably something that you haven't heard before, which means basically I send you my regards or something. It's just a way of it's just a greeting in letters. It's a very common one. So most letters start with "My right worshipful friend, I commend me to you," or "I recommend me unto you," or something like that, and then the letter actually starts.
I recommend me unto you. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That is something special. Again,
this is one.
That's wild. Again, what does that say about like the pronunciations at this time? Like obviously we don't care at all about the way the word you is spelled. Like Y-O-U, like no one gives a shit. But like this one, the U, or in this case, it was so much more important that it was a W with an E at the end. That tells me that they consciously said like yo. I recommend me unto yo.
At least initially it did have a W at the end.
Yeah,
yes.
that's interesting. And so now there's this next word here.
Yes.
Which looks like two of the same letter at the same time.
Yes.
Great. It looks like an F, but I'm guessing it's not.
Yes.
It is? It is an F?
Yes.
So 2 Fs. What kind of...
Okay, this is something you have to know. 2 Fs is 1 F. They just sometimes write two Fs.
Is it word initially that they do that, or just literally all the
Word
time?
initially, mostly, yes. And I've also heard that a double F is supposed to be a capital F, but it makes no sense for this to be a capital letter. So, I mean, they just do that sometimes.
Okay.
Right. Two
So
Fs, one F.
full.
Full.
All right. So full, and then G.
The next. What?
G.
No, that is not a G. It has that loop at the top. A G doesn't have that.
Oh God. Is it a variant of a Y?
No, we've seen that one before. You identified it correctly in the first word.
The first word, is that another R?
Yeah. No. The R goes down. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have loops. You've identified it twice, I think, already. So this is a H.
That's an H?
Yeah, the H has the loop, and then it goes down like a J, and has another loop.
Oh.
So two loops.
Oh.
It's a bit like the IPA letter for like the weird Swedish sound that is like the sha and ha at the same time.
Yeah. That's
It
true.
looks like that. It looks a bit like that.
It does.
Like a H and an N at the same time. It has two
Ooh.
loops.
Oh, that's
H
cursed.
And the G doesn't have the top loop.
Yeah.
So that's why it's off.
Interesting. Okay, so here, H-E-R.
H-E-R, yes.
Okay. H-E-R-T.
T.
E-L-Y. Heartily.
Yeah. Heartily, yes.
Full-heartedly, like full-heartedly
Yes.
in modern English.
Yeah.
So full-heartedly. So I recommend me unto you full-heartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. My first guesses are D or S.
That is a D. And
Okay.
S doesn't look like that.
Okay. Do or D? D?
That is difficult to make out. That is an E.
Yeah, I see like a little bit of the loop going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Okay, so D. F?
Is it an F or is it an S? An F has a closed loop and S does not.
Okay, so like a long S.
Yes.
Alright, I see. D C. So a Y.
Mm-hmm.
D C. Oh
This
god.
letter is difficult.
It looks.
is not easy to
It
spell.
could be a C or it could be an O.
This is an R. That's the R rotunda.
Oh no, that's an R rotunda. So
Yeah.
deserve. No.
It's difficult to make out.
This is very difficult to make out because the R rotund goes straight into the next letter. So
Yes.
is that an N?
The second one, yes, there's an N in there.
So discern.
This is DESY.
Yeah. Yeah. Deserve.
No,
No.
it's difficult to make out. This is desiring.
Seriously?
ING at
Desiring.
the end.
Okay. I guess no dots on the I's. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, and there's your G, by the way.
Desiring.
Yeah, it doesn't have the top loop.
Yep. Desiring. Full-heartedly desiring to
Two.
go. No.
No, I
A
think talked about
H
E and
H.
Yeah.
So H O
Not an O. Careful.
H E.
Yeah.
Here ER.
Yes.
So here?
Yes, to hear. Yes.
Great. That's to hear. Interesting.
Yeah. So HERER.
Oh.
HERE. Just RE.
Yeah.
So, R with the upward swash. You know how I said that meant. But in this case, it's just an E, like the upward swash.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Alright, so to hear. Oh god. Of.
Yeah, that little part at the end doesn't mean anything. That's just part of
Okay.
the F. The F abbreviates sometimes.
Okay. I love how the F looks like a giant capital R. That's great. So
Yep.
to hear of your
Mm-hmm. Uh, yaw. This means yaw, but how is it spelled exactly?
YOW and
Yeah.
then ER tail.
Yes, pretty much. So that R with the swat also means ER or UR sometimes. Yeah.
Great. All right. So desiring full-heartedly desiring to hear of your we w
Yes.
we welle
Yes.
welfare.
Welfare. Yes.
There we
Not
go.
again at the end that we don't have anymore. Oh, actually, no. In welfare, we do. What am I talking about?
Yeah, we
Just
do.
saying the word final E's not being the thing anymore. So,
Interesting. Welfare looks like a shui.
all right. Next line.
Wow. Wow, look at that. A whole line out of this
Only
letter.
one line. You get. It gets easier.
Oh god.
It gets
Okay.
easier.
Welfare with WH.
Yes.
So WHECH.
Yes.
So which?
Which spelled with an E because of course it is.
Of course. Yep, which. Which.
Yeah.
Which I
I.
BES
This is yeah. Yes.
beseech.
Beseech. Yes.
Yep, beseech. Okay.
Spelled differently again. Beseech nowadays with two E's. Here it only has one E.
Yep.
It has an extra E at the end.
Besecha.
Yeah.
Almighty. All right.
Oh my.
Almighty with a Y. Very nice.
Yep.
Look at that lovely combo of the GH again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, it goes without saying, but I and Y were also interchangeable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Exactly. Almighty God.
God. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Long.
Okay, long.
Yeah. Long
Yeah.
for.
Or.
Two.
Two. And then this is.
Oh.
Because this has two abbreviations.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh no.
Do you want to guess what this is, or because this has two abbreviations that you have to know, otherwise this is impossible to make out. So the first is what does the first letter look like, mostly?
What does the first letter look like? That's a good question. PH?
Yeah, it looks like a P with something attached to it.
Yeah.
So a P with something attached to it is an abbreviation for pre or pro. Oftentimes you also have a line going through the descender. That also is P or pro.
So
And then the one after, yeah, so pre, and then the letter after that is actually two letters on top of each other. Can you tell which? Can you make out which letters that are?
so it looks like another long S to start it.
Yeah.
So priest, and then does that long curve under there mean that it turns into like preserve or something?
Yes, this is preserve. Very good. This is preserve. The S with the thing going through it, that's an R.
Wow.
So SR like that is sir. So SIR or SER. So we have two abbreviations in this word. Preserve.
Oh my
And you
god.
correctly identify that as a V also. This time it
Jeez.
has like a loop. That's a V. So this is preserve.
Of course. Preserve. I never would have thought I'd see the word preserve look
Yeah,
like that.
Sometimes it means per, yes. Sometimes it does mean per. Actually, properly, this is not supposed to be per. This is only supposed to be pre and pro, but some people just used it for per.
I mean, per comes from pre and or pro, so I mean, it makes sense.
For per, there's a different abbreviation. You'd use the P and then the swash going up.
That's
above the
wild.
letter.
Okay, so I'm guessing the next word is unto again.
Unto.
Yep.
Long for to preserve. For to, what does that mean?
For to?
Long, not just long for to preserve, yes.
Long for to preserve. I don't know.
It's a bit of a trick question.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It does just mean long to preserve. For to is just to. It's just a fancy way of saying to. Like
Oh.
unto is a fancy way of saying to. So
Okay.
for to do is just to do.
Okay. Daniel Soda, that book's like gibberish. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Look at that first.
Okay, so
In order to, yeah, sorta, yeah, pretty much. But it also is sometimes just used with the infinitive. I think I've seen it just used as like an infinitive to.
yeah, interesting.
The
Kind
for
of
to,
like
so as to-
kind of like para que in Spanish, in a way.
I'm not familiar with Spanish, but possibly.
Yeah, I feel like it's got the same vibe. So unto and then
This is a
H
bit more complex. H, yes.
H Y.
Y, and
Oh.
then that letter.
Ew. It can't be a D because they're way too good
No.
at writing D's.
Exactly.
Um,
This is a difficult one.
Hi. What kind of word?
This is because this is difficult. I think this is his. So this is the
Whoa.
other S. Long S, and then you
Oh.
have the round S that's used word final. That looks like a 6.
That's an S.
That's a long S, yes. That's
Jeez.
usually word finally. For some ungodly reason, they also sometimes use it at the beginning of a word, while a long S would be more appropriate. But,
So
yeah.
his. So his.
Yeah.
That's his.
long for
Wow.
the-
Okay.
Yeah, his.
Okay.
There is an S, yeah.
His. P
P.
L E. Pleasure.
Pleasure. Pleasure. Again with R-E at the end.
Wow.
Pleasure.
Yep. Pleasure. Pleasure. Interesting. Pleasure. Ambiguous dot. Then and.
Yeah. Again, that dot is weird because the next line, because the next word is and.
Yeah, it's still part of
Can't
the
come back.
sentence.
But yeah.
Oh my
And also
God.
the next phrase is still part of the previous one. Like the unto phrase is still going on. It does like a bit like a like a Greek sigma, but the Greek sigma word finally looks like an S, like a regular S. So that's weird. Why it would resemble that? So I'm not sure why it looks like that.
Interesting. This one right here.
Yes, this is an interesting letter.
Oh God. And
And that letter. What does the first letter look like?
Q?
Like, no, it's not a Q. A Q has a closed loop and a straight. This doesn't look like a Q.
Oh God.
A straight loop in the line going down.
Another P, but maybe with something attached
That
to
is
it.
not a P. No, the P again has the stroke on the left and the closed loop. Or at least a somewhat closed loop that is even more close to quadratic sometimes.
Oh God.
This looks similar to any letter that you know.
Maybe kind of to an R.
Not really. So this is a yod.
Oh no. Really?
Yes. Yes. That letter was still in use. Look, note how it looks a lot like a tailed Z.
It
So that's why it
does.
was placed
Yeah, I
in place
guess
with
so.
the right thing.
And how do they pronounce
least
that
in
during this
thinking.
time period?
Well, it had a lot of pronunciations, but it usually filled the role of either a J or a G. Yeah.
Okay.
In
So
this case, J, Y, or G actually. So this is well, read the rest of the word. Maybe you'll figure it out.
so J is that a U?
This is an O.
That's an O, okay.
O is sometimes not fully closed.
W or V?
W.
Yeah.
W, because it has a V is like it only has like a stroke that goes down and one that goes up. This one goes down again and up again. That's why it's a W, not a V.
Okay, so Joe ER something?
R-E, but yeah, R-E, yes. It
Jor?
is not a J in this case, the yod. In this case, it's pronounced more like a...
Je?
No, like a Y more, so it's a palatal approximate.
Jor? Is it supposed to be just a your again?
This is your, yes.
Again?
I told you before that we have words that are spelled differently, so your is spelled either with a Y or with a yoke at the beginning.
That's... Where's the other your? Hang on a second.
Hold on, you're scrolling too far. You're scrolling too far.
What? It's right
there's
here.
one for it. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a Y. Note the Y is very different.
Yeah. So that's another your, but instead
Yeah.
of it being spelled with a Y, it's being spelled with a yog. Oh my god.
Yes, exactly. And the yog is mostly used to spell your, you.
That's wild. Like, next sentence can't even keep consistent.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have already seen 3 different types of W, so that's that, or like 2 at least. So yeah,
Great.
consistency is not consistent.
Great. Okay. Again, this is like, if any of you are worried that like your conlang's like script isn't naturalistic or something,
Yeah,
like
happened.
just keep in mind that a real person wrote this, and someone apparently understood what it said immediately when reading it.
This, by the way, I mean, after some practice, I can immediately tell that this is yaw. And
Yeah.
also, well, what was I trying to say? So this was a professional scribe likely too, so. Because most of the people didn't write letters themselves, even the people who could write, they just hired scribes to and dictated letters.
Oh my god.
So yeah, these are most of them written by professional scribes. So yeah, someone whose job was to write letters wrote this.
Wow. Standards are impeccable.
Yes.
Great.
And
So,
again,
anyway, so now we have H again.
H again, yeah.
H, O, presumably.
Is it an O though? Because
Oh,
there's a lot of pink at the top, which indicates what?
I guess maybe they left the pen there a little too long because they were intending to write an E.
Yes, they were trying to write an E, but they wrote the horizontal stroke too close to the top of the loop, and that's why it ended up like this. So this is an E. Yes.
Great. Okay. Here, R.
The R, yes.
Here, T.
T.
S.
Yes.
And
So
your
this is
hearts.
hearts, but this is technically not just an S. Because an S at the end of a word would typically not be a long S. Right?
Yeah.
That's the one position longest is used. So this is another abbreviation, and this is a bit confusingly written because this abbreviation is typically just a straight line down and then it curves to the right sometimes, which stands for ES or YS. So hearts, but it's technically spelled
It's technically
it's
heartes.
So
So more of just kind of like a more like formal genitive kind of way of ending the word, like your
Yeah.
hearts,
yeah, we often find this abbreviation. This is an abbreviation that only occurs at the end of a word and means ES or YS. Yes.
This is fascinating. Average lurker says John equals your. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Going into the letters does help a bit, yes.
God. Okay, so this next word here. Oh boy, this one looks a little new.
We've seen that one before.
Is it a word that starts with E?
No, that's not an E. Would be a very poorly drawn E. It's too big for an E, and the loop is it's not closed. So
Great.
It's out, but there is a line. And there's another line, like a very faint line going through it.
Oh no. So, is that an
We've
S?
seen it. No, that's not an S.
Oh god.
This is just a
D.
a pulse
D.
D.
It's just a badly written D. Okay.
Yes.
So
How do you
D.
like the job with such low standards? This is a very nicely written letter. Like that's
my
worse
God.
than this, much worse.
Oh god.
This is very legible.
Yeah. Is it desire again?
It's desire again, yes. It's
Yeah.
desire.
And your heart's
Desire,
and your
with
heart's
R
desire.
at the end.
And then here's the cursed and again. Yep.
And yeah,
Yep.
your heart's desire.
And then
And basically, just so you know, and your heart's desire, basically full stop here. So this is a new sentence with starting with the and.
great. Love full sentences starting with and. All right. So and if.
Yes. If spelled with a Y because of course it is.
Yep. If. All right.
And
If it
It
please
please
you
you
with a yog instead of a y. All right. If it pleases you to hear
here, yeah.
with no e at the end this time. Okay.
It has an E at the end. That
Oh
little
yeah.
swash
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep. Of course. How could I forget? Hear of
Of
my
my
Um, well, welfare.
Welfare. And now look, if you look directly up and right of that.
There's welfare again.
Welfare. Look.
Spelled
Look at
differently.
the right. Yes, spelled differently. Exactly.
And look at the little line drawn above it. Like, the person who was analyzing this at first was also like, why the hell did they write it differently?
Yeah.
One line apart.
Yeah. This is an egregious example of, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, this is a very this is the lady, like, if she's dictating this to the scribe, must not have really known what to say yet, because this whole first two sentences is a lot of nothing. Like, I hope that you have a lot of your welfare, and God be willing, I hope that you would like to hear of my welfare.
Yeah. But the thing is, every letter starts a bit like that, with like, I recommend me to you and something like that.
Yeah.
Like the real letter starts with like the second sentence.
Great. I guess it's kind of like the Civil War generals, like, saying that they love each other and stuff when they wrote their letters and all that. All right. So I again. So
I.
of my welfare, oh God,
I
am.
Make this easy to pass. I am, but after welfare, you could imagine a comma or something like that.
Yeah. Of my welfare, comma. I am. Oh God, not.
Not. Yes.
Great. I am not. Second
Next
line
line.
complete. All right. I am not. Oh, there's a letter M. In.
Not an M. In.
There we
exactly.
go. I am in good.
I'm not in.
I am not in good.
Good. That word is a bit difficult to make.
Heele. Heal.
Heal, which means
Health.
health. Yes.
Oh crap! She's not doing good.
Difficult, apparently.
I am not in good health of body.
Body.
Ner. But it probably just means nor.
This is actually interesting because this, I never noticed this before. This is a misspelling, I think, because this is supposed to say nor.
Yeah, they wrote ner instead of nor.
It doesn't end with an E though. It would end with an E then, and it doesn't have a swash going up. So this is probably just a misspelling of nor.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I never noticed that before. I just always read over that as nor. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is nor. Just spelled forward. So that happens. That doesn't make it easy if they literally like misspell words.
Interesting. So not in good health of body nor of this
is difficult.
Heart.
Heart. Yes.
Yep. There's another heart. Very good. Very good. Heart. Nor again.
Nor.
Yeah. Nor. Oh no. Is this an SCH?
Yes.
So, shalt, nor shalt.
No. It's not a T. A T doesn't have a loop in this person.
Okay.
So the L just sometimes has a line going through it for no apparent reason.
So, just nor shall. Alright.
Shall. And also note how this scribe doesn't use SH, but it's that SCH, like, pretty consistently.
That's fascinating. Maybe it was pronounced in a more palatalized way back then.
I think SCH is just an old abbreviation, because the really old abbreviation, like the really old spelling of this sound of like Shah in Old English, it was SC.
Yeah, because it used to, in Old English, it was like ska, and it eventually becomes sya.
It was S.
Yeah.
C. IP, I think, or EOP or something like that. Yeah. So.
My cosmic, you just have to get used to it.
Used to it, yeah. Yep.
So nor shall be.
Nor shall be.
Till. I. Hear. From. Interesting line on top of that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The N just sometimes have a line above them for no reason.
So from you, I guess.
Yeah. This doesn't mean actually yes, it means you. Sorry, yeah, it means you. Again, I'm surprised that you managed to identify that as a W, because this is yet another variant of the W.
Of course it is.
Note these loops do not have like a line going through them, meaning they're not L's.
Again, that kind of inconsistency is just wild. Like,
Yeah.
everyone just has like 5 different iterations of the alphabet memorized at any given point when they're reading a letter, I guess.
Yeah. Really.
So to hear from you, okay, so she's saying like, oh, I'm awful until I hear from you.
Yes.
For,
Or
for,
and
uh, uh,
this is an abbreviation. This is where, can you make out the letter at least? Not like the main letter.
so is this
What
an
is it?
R?
No, it's not an R. An R doesn't have that loop. And an R, like an R goes all the way down and then the line goes up from the very bottom, not from the top.
Is this a per pro again?
No, 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 it's not a P. It looks similar to a P though. What letter looks similar to a P in Middle English?
TH?
No, it's not. Yes,
Like
well,
a
now
like
I
a
made-
thorn?
okay. Yes, this is a thorn.
It's a
Yes,
thorn.
it's a thorn.
Yes.
This is a thorn. This is a thorn. And note how the thorn by that time has lost its ascender. So it looks similar to a Y in the handwriting, but note how in this handwriting, the thorn is very distinct from the Y and very consistently so. So that it really was still understood as a separate letter.
Oh, that's amazing.
And this is an abbreviation. So this was what do we learn that this swash means?
The swash on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could either be, it could either be like a gemination marker or an ER.
ER usually. not
Okay,
gemination.
so it's an ER in this situation.
Yes.
So there, like genitive.
There. No, wrong there, but yes. THERE, that there.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So from you for
Also from you, so semicolon or comma or something for before that. That makes
oh
sense,
to
like,
hear from you for their for their for their oh god.
It's something you have to read literally this word because it's not really used anymore. What is the first letter?
M.
Like, no, it's not an M.
Oh, they're separated. They're separated.
No, it's one letter. But
Oh,
what
God.
is it? It's not an M. It has 3 strokes. Then what is it?
W.
Yes, this is
Yet another W. For their W.
Oh, yes.
O.
Jesus in chat said it looks like a little in Latin. Us was abbreviated with a 9, with like something that looks like a numeral 9.
Great.
But the us in it's not it's older in Latin really, not really in English writing.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, I suppose it does. I can see the similarities.
Yeah. So what? TT.
TT, yes.
Yeah. So
Again,
what
look how
tid?
there's no
What is?
what is, yes. What does that mean?
Is it literally like what is but combined into one
No.
word?
No. That would be spelled with a H, like
Yeah.
WH and W were different sounds like that.
So
This is a verb that's not really used anymore. It's from wit or wita, and it's to know.
oh. So their what
For,
is?
yeah, so this is for their nose.
Interesting.
Again, the order is interesting. For their nose, and then now comes the subject. So it's inverted. The
For
verb's
their
first
nose, no.
no.
Okay, is this a Q?
No, it's not a Q, but that first letter is very difficult to read.
R?
Because it's the annoying one. It's not an R either. An R has this. No. Well, there's an R in there, but before that, there's something else.
Oh no. Create
Yes,
creature.
C.
For no
creature.
creature. There we
Yeah,
go.
for there, now, what is no creature? For no creature knows. That's what this part means. So no creature in this case, just no one.
So, okay. For
Uh,
for no for their no creature knows what.
What? So see, that's WH.
Yep.
Also, I mentioned earlier the C is very difficult to read sometimes because it's just squished together to another
Yeah,
letter.
exactly. That was pretty
Yeah.
cursed right there.
You are
So
better at reading this than I was initially, though.
great. So what pain
Pain.
pain for what pain
Pain.
um
Yeah.
that the
That, yes.
so yeah, look a little superscript T.
On T. Superscript T. Yeah, you just find some superscript with
So
on.
that I like
Yeah.
I do like that. So it's with like how common the and there and that are like
Yeah.
that's a nice writing choice right there. Hey piano gang, welcome to the stream. You made it. So there's so for no creature knows what pain I
Yes.
oh god endure.
Endure, yeah, endure.
Look at
So
that
this
one right
is-
there.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting one. So this looks more like capital E, yeah. But this
Yeah.
literally is what pain that I endure. You'll
Yeah.
sometimes just see a that in there that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, what pain that I endure.
What pain that I endure, yes.
What pain that I endure, and for to be
Yes.
dead,
Dead.
dead. Wow. So she basically feels dead while this guy is gone.
Yeah. No, that's not what this means. You will figure. We need to read the rest of the sentence to figure out what this means.
Okay. So endure and for to be dead. To be dead, third line complete. All right. Dead. I. Do. Duh.
This is definitely a D, yes.
Yeah. Door.
In this case, it's not an O.
Wait, really?
It looks like an O, but this is not an O, the second letter.
Oh god. Is it a CR?
No. No. No.
Is it just
one letter.
is it a cursed E again?
No, an E always has that thing going through it.
So is this actually a U?
No, it's not a U. A U isn't as round as this.
Jeez.
This is an
That's an A? Okay.
A. It's just an unclosed A.
I dare.
Yeah, yes.
Yep, I
yeah.
dare. It
It.
not.
Not. This one you have to read literally because this is a verb that's not used anymore. At least not in this one.
Disture? Dust? Is that a D?
It literally reads discure. So with a C, discure. D-I-S-C-U-R-E. Discure.
Discure. Is it like discover?
Discover or reveal, yes. In
I
this case,
see.
more like reveal.
Okay.
So, to be dead, not discover. Like even if I were dead, or even if I would die, I would not reveal it. Something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very eloquently worded, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we have a period here, but then we have and.
This actually coincides with the end of the sentence. So yeah.
Great. All right. So, and my lady.
Lady.
Okay, and my lady, my
I.
mother.
Mother spelled with a D. Yes. So it is
My mother.
E-R. E-R. Note the swash at the end, which means E-R.
Yup, and it's attached to it this time.
Yeah, it usually is attached to the letter. Yes.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not
interesting.
possible.
So
Yeah, this leads my lady, my mother. That's apparent. That's a phrase that appears sometimes. My lady, my
interesting.
mother.
And my lady, my mother, hath.
Hath.
Great. Okay. 1400s. I like it. Hath, labored.
Labored.
Yep. Hath labored. Mistake.
Yeah.
You-
What happens sometimes? Yeah, they made mistake.
The scribe went through a few mistakes without noticing it. So this time he noticed, or maybe the lady
Yeah.
while she was dictating was like, scratch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and my lady, my mother hath labored. Oh God. Is that a win symbol?
No, when it wasn't used anymore by this time.
Okay.
The when I think was pretty much gone like after 1300.
Okay.
No, we luckily don't have 4 different W's in here. But what letter looks similar to a when in that era?
P. Oh no, wait, no, it's another thorn. The.
It's another thorn. Again, the thorn had lost its descendant and looked pretty similar to the wind.
Wow.
But the wind was the thing, so that's not a
Great.
problem. So what's the thorn?
So
Yes.
labored the.
Labored the.
Oh God, what happened here, buddy?
This is a very common word. In these letters.
Is it supposed to say like most?
No. The second letter is a bit difficult to identify. What might that be?
Maybe an E.
So the first one is an M. That's right. It's an M, and then what?
Maybe a variety of an E.
It's not an E. No. It's a bit too curved and on the left side for that.
Is this? Look at that big old blotch there. Maybe it's.
Yeah, that's just.
And the. I mean, it's gotta be a vowel. Is it like
it is a vowel.
Is it a weird A again?
Yes, it's an A.
Oh my God.
Like this is it's difficult to make out. This is an A. I like this word is easy to identify because it's a very common word, and you just see it like written pretty much this way all the time. Otherwise, I might also struggle to figure out that was an A.
So.
Supposed to be so what is the word?
So and the, is this supposed to be mother again?
No,
like a mother.
No, mother is spelled with a D apparently.
So is this matter?
Matter, yeah. Matter.
There we go. And the
Matter is
matter.
a common word in these letters. So you'll see it also abbreviated like that again. The ER at the end is that swash that comes off the T.
Interesting. I wonder if this A is supposed to be like an ash symbol, like a descendant of an ash.
The ash also wasn't really used anymore, like since I think after like 1300, both the ash and wind were pretty much gone.
Dang, tragic. All right.
The yoke came into existence after that.
And
not even after that, but like before that, but still.
And hath labored the matter to my father.
Spelled F-A-D-U-R-E.
My father.
Yeah. He has a U, yeah. That's
Which again,
great,
interestingly, when you read it that way, it looks similar to like padre and stuff. Like it looks more ancient, I guess. I like that.
Padre, it is from the same in the European.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and hath labored the matter to my father. That? No, shall. That's two L's.
Two L's. What's the letter?
P?
No, a P doesn't go up like that. A P is like a bit more closed and almost quadratical sometimes in it, like the loop, and the P doesn't go up like that.
Oh God.
The P loop goes only up to the height of a normal lowercase letter. This goes all the way up to it's like a full-blown ascender.
Is this another S? Is this another long S?
That's just a long S, yes. And this is a very... No, actually, no, that's not a long S, sorry.
Oh, God.
I was thinking of long S too, but that's not a long S because it has a loop. Long S doesn't normally have a loop.
Oh, God.
It looks like an S, but has another thing going through it.
Jeez.
What letter is similar to the long S?
The what?
What letter is similar to the long S?
Maybe an F?
Yes.
Full?
What is this word? Full. This is full.
To my father, full.
Full, and then?
D.
D-E, yeah.
H?
Don't think too hard about it. No, the H has like another loop going down.
Oh, God.
This is just, don't think too hard about it. It's exactly what you think it is. It's nothing complicated with that letter.
Full.
It's just
Devoutly?
No, it's not a V. It's like the most simple letter ever that just is a loop.
L?
L, it is an L.
G?
G.
Okay. Diligently.
Diligently, yes.
Wow.
Spelled with yeah.
All right. Has full diligently.
Yeah, he has labored the matter to her father full diligently. Oh no.
That's a very British way of. Okay, I like that.
It's the 15th century.
Has full diligently. Um, but
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 I mean, the US, like there wasn't even there weren't even like Europeans in like the Americas by that time. So
yeah, exactly. This is like this is decades before like Shakespeare. Like this is like long
this is
ago.
a century before Shakespeare.
Yeah,
Shakespeare was
exactly.
around
Yeah, this
1500.
is a century before Shakespeare. Jeez. So, but
But
um, oh God, is this another situation where it's the oh God.
yeah, this is fairly straightforward here.
But she, it's she,
She.
she with an
With
SCH. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
she.
But
This scribe uses SCH instead of SH pretty consistently. So
interesting,
yeah, but she.
interesting. But she, oh God, or something. But
What's the like first one?
CR,
C, yes, but that's not an R. Second
CA.
letter.
But
CA is
but
again
she
not a-
can no more.
No more.
But she can
Yeah,
no
and
more
ORE.
get
Yeah. Get.
get the them oh
Them.
God, then ya,
Ye. Yes, ye.
then
Ye
ye,
is the nominative of you.
yup,
Up to this
then
point,
ye,
we've only ever seen like the accusative or genitive of you, but this is the nominative.
yep,
Which
there
is
we
ye.
go, ye, there we go, the original ye.
So she can no more get than ye.
Yep, she can no more get than ye. Oh God,
And we haven't seen the first letter, but this is the first time we see that letter.
woof. Oh no. Is this a word starting with H? No, it can't be.
No. Again, a H has a loop going down, always.
Yeah.
But what letter looks similar to a H, especially in handwriting? In fact, in my handwriting, these two letters look identical, the H and this one.
Oh no. It can't be a K. They didn't use K.
It is a K.
It
It's a
is?
K. Yeah, so a rule of thumb, this is actually very easy. Whenever it looks like a cursed L with a line going through it and you can't quite make out what it is and it's just an ink blot, that's a K.
Wow.
Like whenever it's this horrible thing that you can't make out, it's a K. The K always looks like
so this is
a
no.
loop with a line and maybe another loop or something,
Oh
but it
my
has no
God.
descent, so that's a K.
So this is no.
No, yeah.
Yep. So
with the W.
and maybe at this point
So
did
would
they
they make-
still pronounce the K? So
Yes,
would it
I'm
still be
pretty sure
Knoa?
they pronounce it at that point. I'm pretty sure they still pronounce it, but I'm not sure because I think that the time when they stopped pronouncing it, I think in when was that? Like late 15th, 16th, 17th century, something like that. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. But yeah. I
Wow.
was going to say chat saying that that's the Amogus letter in English.
It is. It definitely is. Oh my God. So then ye Knoa, All right, we're going on over here of for
And then again, comma sort of, so the phrase ends on
the
a
ye
next
know of, comma, for
full stop.
the
For the
for the which, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
for
which.
the which God. Interesting way of starting the sentence. For the which God.
This is not a new sentence sort of. This is like a comma and then
Yeah. Again, for maybe it's supposed to be more like the for thee which God.
No, it's not the. She addresses him as you, and that's
Yeah.
consistent. So
Okay.
the which means for the like the thing that she referred to, like she can no more get than you know of, and for that. That
Okay.
refers to that. The which is
Okay.
just for that God. For
Yep.
that God.
Again, kind of like Spanish is lo cual or something like
Yeah.
that.
And actually, this is in the wrong position in the sentence. Like syntactically, the which belongs somewhere else. You'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Just go to the front of the sentence.
For the which God. Oh no.
First letter, what they would just discuss.
Is it seriously a K again?
Yeah, whenever you can't make out what it is, it's okay. Like
Knoweth.
with a
Yep.
it's okay. Knoweth.
Yeah,
Knoweth
knoweth.
with a Y.
For the which God knoweth, I am full. Oh God. Sure? No.
No, it's not sure. Again, also this is very weird that the word starts with a round S, because normally you'd expect a long S here, but it is an S.
Sorry?
This is S. Sorry with one R.
That I am full sorry.
Yeah, full stop. This is the end of the sentence. So what this means is, this is an inversion. God knows I'm full sorry for that. Like, she can't get.
Oh, I get it.
Sorry for that. God knows that I'm sorry for that. Like, the which is a bit, like for the which is at the beginning. For some reason, it's inverted. Because again, word order not really that much of a fixed thing.
So, yeah, so we got that, but that sentence that we just read, like, and my lady, my mother, hath labored the matter to my father full diligently, but she can no more get. She can no more get. What was it again? But she can no more
Noah.
get than ye Noah, and for the which God and knoweth. What is this sentence supposed to mean?
Okay. So my lady, so you need the context here, because you need to know some history. So this is the next letter will also, the letter after that also refers to. This is in reference to their dowry. So basically, the husband asked for a higher dowry than the father is willing to provide, and now the mother has discussed that with him, but the father just disagrees to give him more. So she can get no more out of him than and for that I'm sorry. That's what he's saying. So she can get no more out of her father, either like literally or figuratively, as in information or something like that. So that's what the meaning is here.
So that's kind of almost like a sarcastic sentence in this Valentine's letter.
No, not really.
Not really? Like she's being serious?
She is being serious.
Oh
yes.
God. Anyway, for that she's full sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say about.
No, this is the first one. That's difficult. I'm gonna tell you this because you're never gonna make it out. Actually, no. This is one letter. The first thing. This is a capital letter. That's why it looks so weird.
Oh, is it an upside down S?
This is a B.
Oh God.
You can make out that there's a B in there, and then there's that first like big swash before that for some ungodly reason, but that's just like decoration. So
okay. So, but
capital letters are difficult to.
Oh my God. All right. So, but very dramatically, if, but if that.
Yeah.
But if that ye love.
Love with two F's.
Yeah, with two F's. Love.
In case you don't know that, or for the people who don't know, in Old English there was a convention that fricatives are voiced between vowels, like intervocalically. So wife and wives, but wives was also spelled with an X.
I see. Okay.
In Old English.
But if that ye love me.
Also here, if that ye love me, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
If you love me. That's just what it means.
Basically, like if it is so that you love me, like so.
No, that really doesn't mean anything. But if ye love me, that's all it means. If you love me, but if you love me, that doesn't really mean anything. It's just there. I think syntactically, this is also a thing in certain dialects of modern German where they just insert a that after what in dependent clauses, and it doesn't mean anything. Because that's just a syntactic position apparently, and it might just be that it's in Germanic languages that's a syntactic position where the that can go, and it doesn't really mean anything in that case. So
Interesting.
you'll find that next to other subordinators like if and so on, that just doesn't mean anything. But for that,
but or if that ye love me, God,
this is
as I trust, as I trust, something eerily,
What's that something at the beginning?
verily,
Something
verily.
very, very.
I verily trust. Okay, that
I
I,
trust very.
as I trust verily that ye do,
You do, yes.
that ye do,
Comma, pretty much.
comma, ye will not love, leave,
No, this is not love.
leave,
What?
leave,
Yeah.
yeah, that ye will not leave me,
This is a big. It's abbreviated.
pre,
This
or
is not pre. It
pro,
looks similar to that. Is that letter a P? Is it really a P?
there,
There, so that's there.
there, therefore,
Yeah. Therefore, yeah.
that you will not leave me, therefore, random.
No. I think no. You will not leave me. Therefore, not therefore. Therefore. I
Oh.
think it's really there.
Oh,
Because
okay. That ends the
This
sentence.
is the end of the sentence. That's the end
Okay,
of the
that's an
sentence.
actual period
That
there.
full stop is an actual full stop.
Okay.
pretty
That you will not leave me, therefore. Okay. For?
For, yeah,
Yep.
again, that line, the F has a little, like,
Yep.
it goes like.
Just a
to the
dramatic
right,
way to start
to
the
the right,
sentence.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so for if that,
Yeah.
again, if that ye.
Okay, if that doesn't mean anything. So
Yep.
If ye,
For if that ye, oh god, something aid, if ye,
what's the letter? This one does have a loop going down.
it does have a loop
Right.
going down.
Sort of a loop. Loop is not there. It should be there. It's poorly written.
Is that actually an H this time?
This is a H this
Wow.
time. Finally, they're like, this time it's made. This time it's a H, yeah.
So for if ye had not, oh god, for if ye had not gave.
No, again, you just identified that first letter correctly. Now you got it wrong again. This has a loop
damn it.
going up and down.
Oh god, my brain.
Like loop in the ascend and a loop in the descender. Like what letter does that have? What's the only letter that has that? We just had that letter.
I know we did. I don't know why it's gone from my brain. Come on, come back to me.
One hand. Okay, this is the not a G that we just had.
Oh,
This is another H.
seriously?
Yes, this is what the H is supposed to look like.
Okay.
It has a loop at the top and then a loop going under the line.
Great.
Okay, in had, the loop under the line is just not drawn correctly.
Oh my god. All right. If had not half.
Half.
Yeah, half the.
The. This is difficult.
Libelode.
That third letter is supposed to be a V here.
Livelihood.
Livelihood, yes.
Wow, that is quite the livelihood right there.
Yeah, livelihood or something like that. It's spelled. Yeah.
Livelihood.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Y back then was pretty much just E, not I. That was before the big vowel shift, but yes.
Interesting. So if you not have half the livelihood that ye have for to do the greatest the greatest
Greatest.
yeah the greatest labor.
Labor with R-E at the end, of course.
You not have the
U-R-E and U-R-E, labor. Like,
yeah, okay. So if you not have the greatest labor that is that just a convoluted my?
No. The M can get convoluted, but not this convoluted.
That Dewey.
No, it's this weird letter that goes up, like it's like stretched a bit. So we've seen that one before. That's the cursed one.
Is this an S, like an upside down loop
No, no,
S?
no. The S looks no. The
Oh,
S, no.
it's an A.
It's an A. Yes, that's the
Oh,
cursed.
God.
That's the cursed A.
Any.
That's the cursed A.
That
Any?
any wound.
No, not wound. That's
Really?
not a D. A D has a closed loop.
Oh God.
It's not an N. It has 3 vertical strokes. Not 2.
Wonder.
It's not even. No.
Okay.
This is a very, very nasty one. This is not
Any woman. No.
woman.
Really?
This time the spot is an N. This time it is the macron. Like
Okay.
This time it is. It rarely is, but this time it is.
Great. Great. I guess someone will look at that and say, "Woomer? I guess it can't be woomer. I guess it's gotta be woman." And okay. Great. That any woman on life.
On live, on live, actually, yeah. What does that mean? On live?
I guess just like in the world.
Alive. It's alive, basically. Yeah.
Oh, on life.
Alive.
That any
Alive.
woman
Old
alive.
English was just on life in Old English. So that's
Okay.
that. Alive.
Yeah, alive. I get it. Okay. On life might,
comma, sort of.
yeah,
or full
might,
stop.
comma, I would.
It's not. Yeah, not really. I wold, technically. Yeah.
Great.
But-
I would.
So yeah, this is technically This is more like won't. So will not. This is from will, as in this is from will, not would.
I get it. I get it. Well, I mean, they're both
I mean,
from the
I'm
same
not sure,
origins.
actually. It could be both, really, because
That they are
yeah.
from the same origin, so it could
they
be
are
both.
from the same word. Sure, I'd have to
Yeah.
look up like the exact conjugation of will, which is like a very common word. So
It's gotta be. It's gotta be just like some conjugation of would, will.
and also this is inside. This is like the apodosis of a conditional, so it might not just be a subjunctive or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, wold actually
Yep.
is usually past tense, so it is more closer to would. Yeah.
So I would not forsake.
For sake, again, the big thing that just looks horrible is a K.
Yup, I would not forsake you. with a yo again. I'm guessing that's an actual stop again.
Yes, in this case it is. So sometimes it just is. So apparently
Yep.
they do write full stop sometimes, but not always. That's the thing. At least the end of a sentence is not what it is to us.
And if ye, if ye command.
Command again. COMM.
Yep.
That line. And now we know what that line is actually. It's not part of the F. That line is just the line above the O. That's the double M.
I see. Okay, and if ye command, on to the next of lines, and if ye command me to kill, no.
Not an L, but KE is right at the beginning, yes.
Okay, and if ye command me to keep,
Yes.
and if ye command me to keep, and then we have keep I or.
No, that's just an insertion mark. Like the scribe forgot that they had to insert it, like that arrow that in that V that insertion mark, like
To
okay,
keep.
I forgot something, they said that.
To keep me.
Me, this is probably me. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Hard, it's like a difficult to read because it's going
And
through the F, but
And
this is probably
and if ye command ye to keep me true.
true.
Yep, true. Oh. That's a bad one. And if ye command me to keep ye true.
Go letter by letter when in doubt.
So this first section here might be an M.
It's not an M.
Great.
But again, if it has that little if it has a little line at the beginning, like where it goes up, That's usually not an M. That's the other one. What's the other one?
W.
Yes, that's a W.
And if ye were.
Were, yeah, that's were. Again,
Okay.
E, but the E is the upward swash at the end of the R.
Great. So
So were
if ye were
can be a
and
bit tricky.
air
It's not an R, it's E and then what letter?
I
What does that look like? It's not an I.
N
It's could be an N, but it's not in this case. It's similar to an
U
N. EU.
ever
and then
ever.
Ever. This
Yep.
is ever. Yes.
And if I
Ever spelled
true.
EU.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so true wherever I go.
I go, and this could even be a sort of a comma or something.
It looks like a comma.
Back then there were no commas, but there was an alternative. They just used I think it was a Virgil. It's called. It's basically a slash. They
Great.
would use this.
Great.
I have a book from it's a German book, but it's like from the 16th century, and I've showed part of it before to you. Like it has the E above the A, so it's
Yep.
the E, and it also has a slash instead of a comma. So every sentence is just tons of slashes.
Yep. God.
So yeah, that was a thing back then.
Okay, so wherever I go,
I think this is the only comma I've seen in these letters.
yeah,
So-
comma, I.
Because it was supposed to be a comma, not just a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's just a reference.
Yeah, exactly. I
This is very
wish
difficult.
wish.
This is not wish, but this is very difficult to identify because it's both. Yeah. So what does this say literally? So.
WYSE.
Yeah.
Wise.
Sort of, but this is difficult to identify. So this is this and the I is one word. It's iwis.
What?
Iwis. Iwis is an old word for surely. Indeed.
Iwis. Does it
Iwis
come
usually
from
spelled
I
out-
wish?
IW. Yeah, I think it's from that. It's later spelled as one word. IWIS. Iwis.
Interesting. Iwis.
This is the problem that you run into because these are words that aren't really used anymore.
Yeah, they're words that just straight up
Iwis,
don't
like, if you read
exist.
Shakespeare, you'll see iwis. So iwis means like certainly or something. And actually, it's not from I wish. It's from Old English iwis, which means shore. It's just the old English for shore, which is
Interesting.
yeah. It's like a prefix and then the word for wheat time to know. So it's more similar to I know, sort of.
Interesting.
It's
So
not.
Iwis I will.
Yeah.
I will. So
Don't think too hard about it. It's exactly what it is.
go.
No, it's not. Does this look like a G? Be honest.
Not
Does the
really.
G have a loop going up? Not normally.
Not really.
Again, this is an example of like there's a little line there that's barely legible.
Oh God. Is
We've
it
had that exact letter in this exact form before.
seriously?
Yeah, this is a D again. This is like
Oh my God.
a D with like where it said there's a little line going through it we can barely make out.
Yep.
I didn't think that it was, but this is another D.
Okay, that's a really badly
If you
written
look
one.
pretty much directly above that, you also see the word do. Like the previous line directly above that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. But that one's more clear.
Close. You see the line on the left, bottom left of the D that closes the loop? You
Yeah.
can also make it out in the other D, but it's just very faint.
Oh God, great penmanship. Great penmanship. That
Yes, indeed.
so Iwis I will
Use those
do.
words.
I will do all my might,
Oh my might.
and then we have a big crossed out section, and then period, and then you. You too. I guess. You
That
too.
period doesn't mean anything. That full stop, ignore it.
Oh, okay.
It's nonsense.
I'll do all my might, you to love and near.
We had that one before just without the N at the beginning.
Oh God, never and never.
Never. This is never. Yes.
and never know. Oh God, and never know.
Yeah, this. What does it say literally? This word.
Unce.
No, this is just mo. So I think this is just more, but without the r at the end somehow.
Oh
Like
God,
mo for more. I'm
and
pretty
never
sure.
know, and
More.
never know
Maybe
more.
in the dialect, it could be that in that dialect, like more was short for more, or maybe it's a scribal error. I'm not sure honestly, but this is. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be more.
And still nevermore should.
I will let me just say I am
And.
no expert on that. I'm not a historian or anything, so I'm probably gonna make some mistakes here and there when interpreting these letters.
Yeah, no, but this
So,
is
if
this
get
is
something
all.
wrong, I'm not an expert.
It's all coming together though, right?
Uh,
So no more and if my friend
Hello. This can be a bit difficult to decipher because this has like
friend
not just friend. There's something at the end.
friend is this supposed to be like a Lee?
No. This we had that before. This is an abbreviation like
Friendus. Friends.
Friends, yeah, friends.
Yep.
This is friends. So this we have a loop, and usually the way this looks like it's a line going down like a descender, and then there's a little curve at the end. Or in this case, it's a loop and a straight line down. That's es or ys.
Yup.
So that's only really used at the end of words.
And if my friends
We'll see it again in the next line. Actually, I just saw it in the next line.
and if my friends say that I do
This one is difficult to decipher,
do
because it's not anymore.
anymore?
No, it's not anymore.
God damn.
It's not a common word, that's the thing. It's easy if it's a common word, but this is not a common word.
And
What
a
does it
mid?
say?
A mid?
This is close, it's not a D at the end. Because a D
A
has
miss?
a loop. A miss, if I do a miss, so yeah.
If I do a miss, the
There's something at the end of that. It's not
does
just
that
the-
make it a there?
No, that's a they.
Seriously?
Yeah. Thorn EI is they.
Oh my
so
God.
Friends, they.
And if my friends do a miss, they
So if my friends say that I do a miss, comma sort of, and then they.
oh God. This is this is a crusty one here. They shall not
D is just cross
yeah, yeah. they shall not me
E.
they shall not me let for to do
Yes. Full stop. So here it's basically full stop. So
That'd
this
be for to
phrase
do.
can be very difficult to understand. They shall not
Yeah.
be let for so far to do. What does this mean? What do you think does this mean? So even if my friends say that I do amiss, they shall not me let so far to do.
Oh, they like even if my friends think that like this relationship is like basically done, I won't
Yeah.
let me leave basically.
And this is difficult because let here does not mean let. Let means prevent here. This is another let. There's two words let. There's the more common one, which has the forms let, which is like allow, let. But there's the other one, which is the opposite, which is lettered in the past, which is prevent, hinder.
Interesting.
And that's the let used here. And that's different if you can't figure that out, then this doesn't make sense. But now, if we replace it with prevent, they shall not me prevent so far to do, you can see how it means what it means, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Will not stop me from doing so, sort of.
I see. And
But
then
yeah, this is again this and the discur you figure that out even, or the discure, sorry. But again you have to know that there's a word let that means that.
interesting.
Otherwise it's gonna be difficult.
Jamsey says this isn't making much more sense than it did before. Yeah, no. These sentences are extremely convoluted sentences. It's just a really interesting look into 1400s thought processes and writing, you know?
Yeah, it is late Middle English.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks a lot like early modern English, at least, or like modern English, because the words are similar. At least you can sort of understand what's being said. Like if you were to read a 13th century or 12th century Middle English text, you would be having a much harder time even figuring out the meaning, because there would be a lot more words in there that are just not used anymore. But this is mostly understandable, except for like a few odd expressions or words.
Yeah, exactly. It's just interesting. It's an interesting historic look, and also again for if you're creating scripts for your language, you know, this is real. This is real. This is actually something that someone wrote and people understood. So
We're also very close to the end of the letter.
yeah, we're getting there. All right, so
This is coming up. There's a very interesting grammatical construction.
oh boy. So mine.
Mine, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine heart.
Mine heart, yeah.
Mine heart me.
Me.
Mine heart me. Body.
This is a very poorly. The second letter is very poorly written, but there's only really one letter in this person's handwriting that has this like descender with this little curl to the right. There's only one letter in this person's handwriting that has that.
Is that the ES ending?
That is the ES, yes, but the second letter. Like if you just
That's a
base it
Y.
off- It's a
My-
Y, yes. It's a
my
very poorly written Y.
my bids.
Me bids. So
me
yeah, mine
bids.
heart me bids. Mine heart bids me.
Mine heart me
That's what
bids. Mine heart me bids. Any
No.
N
Careful. Slow.
and
You have to read
ever
it carefully.
ever. My heart me
Ever,
bids.
ever.
My heart me
Very
bids.
easy to mistake ever for some other word because
Yep.
you're not just used to ever being a word that consists of two letters with like a little thing at the end.
Yeah, I guess so. My heart me ever bids. Evermore. Evermore.
Also, yeah, evermore, and someone is getting Shakespeare PTSD. Yeah, this is
Yep.
Shakespeare, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, pretty much. Evermore to love you. Love you truly. Oh God. Over.
Over.
Yeah. Over all.
All.
Or.
Is it really an O?
Air.
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 Yeah.
Earthly. Earthly.
Earthly.
Oh, over.
Notice the scribe uses a TH here, not thorn. So the thorn was mostly used at the beginning of words. from
Yeah,
what
I
can
guess
tell.
so. Earthly.
Consistently, because I think the thorn is mostly used for like these little words like the, that, the,
Yeah.
then, or there. Because look at the next word.
Yeah. Earthly. Earthly thing.
Thing, because again we have a TH here.
Yep,
the thorn.
and there's an Yep, yeah. Oh, any earthly thing, and if there they and
they,
if
so here we
they,
go.
great, okay, if they, on to the second to last line, oh, third to last, I guess, and if they be, and if they be, new, never, if they be never, if they be never so, wroth.
Wroth, yes.
Interesting. I don't even know what that means really. And if they
Angry.
interesting. And if they ever be and they never be so wroth, I trust it.
Yeah, trust with an R with a Y, so.
Yep. I trust it shall.
It means something else, but in this case it's just trust.
Yeah. I trust it shall be. I trust it shall be better.
Better. Look at the last letter. That's an R rotunda with a swash. That is technically used for you are. So better with
Better.
you are.
Kind of like father
Yeah.
was fadure.
Father is also spelled with that.
Yeah,
Yes.
fascinating. Fadure.
Is it distinct from like ER, because ER would just be a swash.
Interesting. So be
Very
beture in.
In
Yeah, in time.
time.
Beture in time. Oh God, we got a line over this one.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Cram.
this is not the R because this is a very straight line. This is just the macron that indicates an N or an M.
So, come. um. Wait. So. Coming.
Coming with COMMYNG.
Yeah. COMMYNG. Interesting. And
coming full stop, pretty much.
yeah, in time coming. So like time coming, like in the future, basically.
Yeah. In the future, basically. So
Yeah.
the next letter is a capital letter. That might be a bit difficult.
Woo! So.
No, this is
Damn.
I'm going to tell you because it's difficult to make out. This is a capital N.
Of course it is.
So, what is
So no. No more.
Mm-hmm.
No more to you.
This is the last sentence of the letter, pretty much.
Okay, so no more to you at this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but the
Yeah, the is for someone got the reason spelled with a TH.
yeah, but
Okay,
the
consistency or thing.
but the holy
Yes.
but the holy truth.
No, this is not a very common word except in this phrase, but yes. Trinity. This is supposed to
Oh,
be
that's
Trinity.
Trinity.
It's
The
difficult
Trinity.
to make out what it's supposed to be. So the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, but the Holy Trinity, as it's spelled with an E instead of a Y at the end.
Yeah.
But the Holy Trinity have you.
I mean, the E at the end of words was still pronounced, I think, sort of. At least it would be here, I
I
think.
guess, yeah, Trinity. The Holy Trinity have you, and in
Yeah, in.
have you in K, right?
That's K. Yeah.
Yep,
Again,
K
the only thing is a K.
in keeping.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity have you in keeping. That's like
The
a common again. Letters, the way that these letters usually work is they start with well beloved friend, I recommend me unto you, and at the end they have like the Holy Trinity have you in keeping, or God have you in keeping, or Jesus or someone.
Oh my God.
Or yeah, something like that.
Have you in keeping,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
and I beseech you, and I beseech you that that this
Yes.
this bill.
Bill, yeah, she's calling the bill a letter. Bill is just
Okay, I get it. And that this bill be
Yeah.
be not sane.
Yes, sane. What is sane?
Scene
Seen.
of
Of?
now. No,
No, it's not now. It's
of never.
no. This is also not never. This is none. This is supposed to be none.
Oh, okay. And not be seen now of none. I guess they just kind of thought of the
Yes. Double negation, by the way, that it be not be seen of none.
yeah, that it not be
It's
seen
actually
of
double
none.
negation. Yeah, because English used to do double negation, like
Yeah,
the thing
exactly.
With, not be seen of any was the thing until a certain Robert Louth started complaining about the fact that Latin doesn't do it, so English shouldn't either.
God.
Which is obviously nonsense, but yeah. You've probably heard of that if you have
Yeah.
degree in linguistics.
Yeah,
You've probably heard of that.
I know about that, but it's interesting seeing it written out this
Yeah.
way, not be seen of none. Yep, let it
Yeah.
not be seen of none. None earthly
Yes.
creature
Creature, yeah.
save.
Safe. This is actually safe.
Really? Safe?
Safe or wait.
Or I think it might be save. Save only.
Yeah.
Yeah, like save as in like an accept kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like be seen by any earthly creatures, save
Yeah.
only yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
yourself.
yourself. Interesting.
No, but yourself.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a superscript floating above it.
yeah.
Interesting. Save yourself. Oh
This is
God,
difficult if you don't know. This is etc. That's
that's
just impossible to read
etc.
if you don't know that etc. Yeah.
Jeez.
Like
Okay.
that first letter is et. That just means and. That's what's used instead of the ampersand. It often just means and. You'll find
So
that
basically, it's like et set, but and when it means
yeah, it's
etc.
and it's more like and see, etc. Yeah.
I see.
You sometimes see like all the text etc. spelled as the ampersand and then the c.
That's really aesthetic. I like that. I like that
That's
a lot
etc.
better than the ampersand, or any of that. Like that's nice. All right. So, any other creatures, save yourself, etc. Interesting place to put that.
Yeah,
And
and randomly put etc. at the end of the sentence. That's just a thing apparently. I don't know.
yeah,
Why.
I guess. And oh God. And thy, their, their.
Slowly,
And
letter by letter. TH is right.
yeah,
then
and the so THY,
Y.
and this and this
This. And this.
and this letter,
Letter. Again with UR at the
yeah,
end.
and
because
this letter, and this
and
letter,
is UR.
and
Yeah.
this letter was,
Okay, this is a different word.
uh, ru,
No. This is, note how the R, if you look at like just a bit up and to the left where we have Trinity, like if in previous line to the
Yeah.
left a bit, if you have Trinity, you see how the R goes all the way down and then there's a stroke coming up from the bottom. This word doesn't have this letter doesn't have a stroke coming up from the bottom, it's at the top, which means it's not an R.
Is that supposed to be like a yeah?
This is a J, yes.
Yeah.
J stands for an I. So
And-
this is an I.
And was in the indite,
Indict, which means
written, read,
yeah, dictated.
and was dictated. Interesting.
Indict, dictated.
And was indite. Yeah, that makes sense. And was indite.
Yeah.
And was indite. At.
At. The next word is the name of a town.
And was indite at. To.
T-O, yeah?
Yeah, toe. Oh God. Toe.
This is
Toyer.
not that easy to make out because it's easy if it's a word that you know, because then you can sort of tell what it is. But this is
Toyersoft.
This is Topcroft.
Topcroft. Okay.
Yeah, Top P and then CR.
And was indite at Topcroft. Oh
Oh,
God.
this is an abbreviation that you don't know. What is this literally?
What?
With. This is with.
With.
WT is with.
Oh,
With.
interesting.
It's a fairly common abbreviation, but it's the first time we see the word with in this letter.
Huh.
But it's a fairly common abbreviation.
And and indite at Topcroft with full, henny.
Ah, is that a word?
No.
And then
Um,
H, E, and Y are correct. What's the third letter?
oh God.
If it's not an N, then what is it? What's similar to an N?
U/W. I mean
Yes.
U/V.
Yes. So
Heavy.
heavy.
Oh, and with full heavy heart, etc.
With full heavy heart, etc. Yes. And then the remark below that is later. That's from the guy who like collected these manuscripts. That's
Wow.
It's February like something.
So she's feeling pretty sad this Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
She's
and at
feeling.
The end, there's something at the bottom right.
Dear God, what a signature! Look at that.
It's not a signature.
Oh, is that the? Are these the numbers?
No.
Oh
This
God.
is just letters. I will say the last two letters are the last letter you've seen that one before. We just had. That's one of the capital letters we had.
Oh God, this
Yeah,
is a
right.
B.
This is a B, yes, and the one before that.
Is a Y.
This is a capital M. So this
Oh,
person's
no.
initials are MB.
MB.
I'm not sure if we have time for the second letter because in the second letter she actually has her full name, and I don't want to spoil it because you have to decipher it then. But
Oh,
her initials
God.
are MB. And before that, it's just regular text. So what does that say?
Oh, God. This is just regular text. So that says
Yeah.
your. The
Your.
second word is your.
First word. We just had that first letter.
Did we? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we just now in this very line, I just explained what that capital letter was.
Oh, it's a B again. B.
B, yes.
B.
B.
Your. B.
Your.
Your. S.
Not an S. No, there's a separation. There's a like space between. That's two distinct letters.
Oh,
What's
God.
the first? The like little cut. It's three letters actually. The entire thing. But what's the first letter? It's not an S.
B. Your. Sure.
No. The
Damn.
first like this little loop is disconnected from the stroke that comes after it, meaning it's a separate letter.
Ah, God.
What is that? What letter is like just a loop?
O.
Oh, it's an O.
B. Your. O.
O, and then?
O. U/V.
No, neither. Because again, V goes down and up. This goes down, and up again.
Jesus Christ.
So what is that? What's similar to a V but goes down and up one more time?
W.
W. So this is O, W, and then...
Over. Own.
No,
Be your own.
Own. Own. And in this case, the B really means buy. So buy your own and B.
Interesting.
Yeah, B is sometimes just used for buy, especially like in these phrases.
Buy your own. By MB.
And
Wow.
And one more thing to like complete this letter, if we go to the other side, like if you go to F23V.
F23V.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let me do it. Let me do it.
Don't click on it. And zoom in on like the very left. No, right, sorry, right.
Yeah.
All the right. So this is turned. I have like a screenshot of this, but like in the right orientation because this might become a bit difficult to read.
Oh, God.
This is it, but in the right orientation.
Into. Let's see.
I've sent you a screenshot. This is easy to read. So this is the address basically. So who should send this to?
Into my light.
Not in. What's the first letter?
Oh, God.
It's not into. It's what?
Unto.
Unto.
Unto my light, well beloved.
Not an L. Is that an L? An L is a loop. It's not
Right.
an L.
Unto my right, well beloved Valentine.
Yeah. And then that's the name of the guy.
John.
John.
Yeah, John. John Pafto?
John Paston.
Yep, because of the line over it. Paston.
Yeah, John Paston. And
Yep,
these
to
letters
John.
are known as the Paston letters because they were sent mostly between members of the Paston family.
Interesting. Okay.
John Paston.
To my right, well beloved
Next one
Valentine,
is
John
be amazed,
Paston.
because this requires some context.
John Paston.
It's not that hard, maybe.
Maybe like Squire.
Esquire, yeah, it means esquire.
Interesting. There's an actual Q. Esquire.
Esquire.
What is Squire or Esquire mean?
I'm not sure exactly, but it's like sort of like a knight, but a bit lower than that. Something
Interesting.
Like that. I'm not like the exact like meaning of that. I'm not sure, but it's like a common title. You see it abbreviated in. If it's used nowadays, it's abbreviated like ESQ, usually.
Yeah. So John Paston, Esquire.
Esquire especially is spelled differently. So sometimes you'll just see Swire instead with a W instead of the Q.
Of course.
For some reason.
So then we have B, which can mean by here.
In this case, it is B.
Okay. B. This.
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 Super IS. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Be this bill.
Bill.
Say se.
Not an S. Not an S. An S.
Lee.
Usually it's a long S at the beginning of a word, and an S is different. It's like a 6. It has a loop and then goes right. The S.
Lee.
Again, this is the one letter that's a bit poorly written. If it were closed, it would be easy to identify.
D. Okay.
D.
D. D. Dev. Del. Delight.
No.
Delight. Delire.
Okay. Let's get so slowly. Deli and then something after that.
Deli.
N.
N.
And then what's that? No, in this case it's not an N. What is it then? It's not an N.
Oh god. D. U/V. Delivered.
Yeah, and then
delivered.
Delivered. And then just
wow.
at the end.
Delivered. Etc. I guess.
Yeah, etc. So normally they don't just write to John Paston. They write to John Paston, be this bill delivered, or be this letter delivered. They almost always have delivered in there at the end.
Wow. All right. Well, that is beautiful. I mean, just looking at this. Let me go back to the original page real quick.
Don't click on it. You have to scroll up a bit. 23R.
So close.
Just use the mouse.
There we go. Damn. That is.
Yep.
Like it's utterly a different writing system. It's beyond cursive. It is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not even related to the ancestor of like the cursive that we know today.
I don't think it really is. There is a variant of the Chancery hand called Chancery cursive, which is much more legible. It looks more like modern cursive, or not really not modern cursive, modern just handwriting, not even cursive. But that's very easy to read. But yeah, it's different from this. So, and again, this is a more readable. It's readable, legible. I tried to say readable and legible, and didn't quite work out.
Oh God!
It's a much more legible hand. This one, like, there's worse than this.
Jesus Christ! Well, that is very cool. I mean, I can read the majority of it now, and there's other complications, but yeah. I mean, that's crazy. That again, people wrote like this. Scribes wrote like this. The fact that it was meant to be indicted by someone. It was meant to like. I guess this is between two people who can't write on their own, trying to like. So they hired someone.
Or even the people who could write, because some members of the Paston family from what I know could write, but even they would sometimes just hire a scribe and dictate it.
Interesting. And
there were a lot of different scribes writing that.
Yeah, so they'd be like, "Oh, I hope this letter gets read to you." God, that would have been my dream job in like the 1400s. Would be to just be someone's scribe. Like that would have been amazing for like for me. That would have been great. Especially since it seems like they make a lot of this shit up as they go along, just as long as it hopefully gets understood.
Yeah, really author to quote a certain pirate, they're more like guidelines.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, well, I mean, this letter took longer than I expected, so this is probably all we're doing on this live stream, but we could return to it another time because this is cool.
Yeah. You could either do another one another time, or I could just read one to you now in the next one, because I've also prepared the one after that.
You might as well just read it.
If you want to do that now, but we could also just do it another time.
I might want to like make like a legit video about this. So like you and I could collab and just like make a presentation on some of the most cursed aspects of this. Make like a real video out of it.
A video about this. Sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah, well, that was a good time. That was beautiful. I'm probably gonna end the live stream.
Are you planning to come do another one sometime, or how are we doing this now?
I think I feel like we should either that, or we could work on like making a video all its own. Maybe the video that we make for it could come after we do hyper formal, which yes, it's coming, y'all.
a bit of time, if you have a bit of time after this, I would like to talk about hyperformals or a few
Yeah,
other things.
yeah. I probably got a little time before
Okay,
Shui
good.
gets home. Let's do it.
Mm. I
So,
can also try and look for like older letters, but if you take something from like the 13th century, that's also going to be more challenging, like grammatically. Like I suppose we could grab like a passage from the Ormulum or something because it's
oh
it's
god.
well, it's like an ugly manuscript because like the letters are very close together, but it's actually not hard to read at all. But the grammar and the words might be the problem there.
Oh god.
I
Yeah, I
don't
can
know if you know about
imagine.
the Ormulum. You've probably heard of it. Because like the Ormulum is like this text from. In case for people who don't know what the Ormulum is, it's called the Ormulum because it was written by a monk called Orm, so O-R-M, and he even wrote it's called Ormulum for it was written by Orm, and it's basically like a text about the Bible more or less. It's like a religious text, sort of from the 13th century. And why the reason why it's so well known is because the author, what he did was he went through the entire text and he systematically indicated what vowels were long and what vowels were short by doubling the consonants after short vowels. So this is a very early example of like a pretty much phonetical or phonological spelling. So
Interesting.
he actually made an effort to spell it the way it was pronounced, so to make the spelling represent the sound. And that's why you have sometimes words with like 4 double consonants because they have 4 short vowels. So yeah, that's someone saying the K might as well be Chancery Hand. Yeah, the K is horrible. The K is horrible.
The K might as well be Chancery Hand.
Chancery Hand is a suggestion I like.
Oh my
Hyperformal
god.
written in Chancery Hand. I'm gonna add that. I have a list of ideas for hyperformal. Oh yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, other than that, yeah, let's end this live stream. I hope y'all enjoyed the experience of the Chancery Hand. Yes, hyperformal is coming, and yeah, we probably will make a full video on this because this is delicious. All right. Any last words, Eternal, to the people?
I mean, I suppose one last thing that I haven't mentioned before is that because we use the term Chancery Hand, it's technically not Chancery Hand, but this is a Chancery Hand. The hand really means like this scribe's handwriting.
I see.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So when you get the term a Chancery Hand, is because different people have like different variations of this. Again, this one is fairly easy to read.
I see.
compared
Yeah.
to others.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, here we go. GG to the live stream. Bye, everyone.